refresh it, make sure here. Alright. I think we're going. I think we're live here. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here we go. It's G-Man here, and this is the Zombies Challenge. What map is this? Map 34D Machine. Now, I might go back myself and record Bus Depot, get around 20, but it'd probably take me forever. But I really want to keep moving because I'm getting towards the end and I'm ready for it. I'm ready to get to the end of this thing. Ready for Revelations, ready to beat Togna Toten solo. I'm ready. So here we go. D Machine solo. So I've actually never beaten this solo. Last time I played it, oh my gosh, it was a long time ago. I played with a couple friends and I beat it, but I've actually never beat this solo. This spawn area has the best training grounds ever. Am I excited about this? I don't know. All I know is I have no idea what the crap I'm doing. I got no idea how to do this. I like this. This Easter egg is.
You've got a green light, Strike Team. Happy hunting.
You have your orders, Strike Team. Investigate the site. Contain the threat.
Clean shot.
Here we go. The point system is way different. You can start with basically any weapon that you want. Oh my gosh.
This place is cursed. I should have known Project End Station would come back to haunt me.
We believe this location is the cause of the dimensional breaches we've encountered. Strike Team, get down there.
Now, I know that the story in this game is lacking, but the gameplay itself is really good. So, that's all I know so far. I'll let them get in here so we get the points maybe.
They're gone. Unleash the horde all you want.
Max ammo.
Who does? Get out of here.
Shut the fuck up.
Dang, okay.
Who's next? I got time to kill.
One of the things I am looking for is some Texans, of all things. We gotta do the free one weapon thing. I know how to do that. That's pretty simple though. Now upgrading them to the 4 different things. Ooh, idea. Don't have a clue. This Easter egg is being able to save me, so it's gonna be fun. Oh, hallelujah.
Your rotten friends will join you soon.
Oh, hi.
Woo! Headshots never fail. Hostile down.
Better when I came into it. Hey, another 24 did me good. Already need the points I need. Let's get it. Let's go. See what we can do.
This facility was not equipped with automatic doors. I would proceed with caution.
Anything to share by your old employer, Dr. Strauss? Any ideas what Omega Group's interest was in Project End Station?
Unfortunately, my time here was focused entirely on atomic research. But I heard stories. Mysterious gateways,
What?
unnatural transformations. That aside, we should restore power.
Stay down!
Let's get out of here. I'm gonna die here. I totally thought I had enough points. Gross. Contact. Oh my gosh, Kevin. Oh, healing, please.
That's a winner.
So basically leave one on 5, no matter what. Okay, cool.
Beginning sectors on reactivation.
Power. Yay.
Warning. Energy stabilization required.
Hey. Chill.
Energy stabilization at 100%. Stabilization restored. Anomaly generated.
What the hell is that? Doctor, is that what I think it is?
My God. They actually did it. I did not believe it true, but they actually found it. The signal has gone. They vanished.
Strike team, come in. Do you read me? Please respond.
I need to get lucky with the perk or something.
Calmly
job.
pre-established. Thought we lost you there. What happened? Where did they go?
Weaver, if our data is correct, and I believe it is, they have just returned from the other dimension.
Can't pass this up at the moment.
Alright, now this round I'm gonna use.
Detecting a novel entity near your position. He appears to be very radioactive.
Hey, I think you just need to chill down.
Why are you all in such a hurry to die?
How strange. Your attack has caused the entity to bifurcate.
That did the trick.
Let's see. Oh yeah, I could go another way. Oh yeah, it was that way. We're doing.
suppressive isotopic estrangement machine.
All right, let's see what we gotta do here.
Off Waffles here. This is your no-nonsense guide to do the D-Machine Easter egg. To begin with, I want to let you know that the Ether Shroud field upgrade is really useful in my opinion for the end sort of boss fighty part of the Easter egg, but you don't need it. It's not essential. It's just useful. So you can use that if you want. During the Easter egg, we're going to be doing the free Wonder Weapon Easter egg because we need that. And we're also going to need to do the elemental upgrade quest for it for all 4 elements. So keep that in the back of your mind while you're going through your game. I'll be showing you how to do that in this video. Don't you worry, but just keep in mind that if you want to optimize this, you're going to want to start those nice and early on, get your keycard ASAP from that first megaton. But like I said, I'll explain that in a second. First things first, turn on the power and activate the Pack-a-Punch machine. When you've finished forging Pack-a-Punch, you need to return to the Dark Ether via the anomalies that will have spawned into the map. These anomalies are going to be used throughout the Easter egg, and if you use one and then you go to Dark Ether and you come back again and you need it to respawn, you just need to get a bunch of kills. Sometimes you go to next round, sometimes it just takes some time, but either way, you basically need to progress in your game a bit and the portal will spawn back in. A quick note about these portals as well. If your portal that you need at a given time is not spawning in, there's a chance you need to use a different portal and then it will cause this one to spawn it in next. Or if you're on a certain step that requires a certain portal to spawn, it might not spawn in other portals. So bear that in mind as you go through the Easter egg and read the description of this video for more information about how the portals work. So travel back to the Dark Ether via one of those anomalies and now look for the 3 parts I'm about to show you for the Ether Scope. These will be pick-upable in a certain order. You need to run to each location and check it, and if it's not there, you just need to run to another location because it will have spawned in there first. It's basically in a sequence. So the first I'm going to show you in my game, but it might be the second or third that you need to pick up in your game, is going to be on this plane wing just here. The second that I'm going to be showing you is in the spawn area of the map underneath the concrete stairs outside Nachtaran Toten. And the third one is down in the particle accelerator room, also known as the Pack-a-Punch room, on the stairs or kind of on the metal bit just here. Pick those up and then craft the Ether Scope at the buildables bench in the particle accelerator.
Don't understand.
DIE signal detected. DIE signal detected. DIE signal detected. PIE signal detected. Initiating remote activation. Weapon storage at maximum. Fire when ready.
Ah yes, the decompressive isotopic estrangement machine. It absorbs the energy of the living creatures and unleashes a devastating shockwave blast.
I still see one. Gavin doesn't know what to do.
Once again and give it another go. Now that that little Easter egg is done, we can start on the actual elemental upgrades themselves. Let's begin. First of all, the electric upgrade. With your newly acquired base level wonder weapon, you need to return to the Dark Ether, and to do this we're going to be using, and I recommend here, the portal in the particle accelerator room. Once you've held square on that portal and teleported back to the Dark Ether, run upstairs into the outside area. We're going to be looking for 3 yellow crystals, and we're going to need to suck those crystals with the wonder weapon, and as such, if it's got full ammo, you're going to need to fire the wonder weapon once just so you have the ability to suck. Your 3 crystal spawns are as follows. 1 crystal, how the portals work. So, travel back to the Dark
You're dead meat, buddy. Things are heating up now. Headed you off. Don't try rushing at me.
Ain't this aggravating? I don't see no portal. I don't get it. This is so stupid. Just go through another round. I don't get it.
That's a winner. Trust me, you're better off there. I had blood on my hands before this ever started.
Hang on, let me do that.
Splash goes your fucking brains. Think I hit a nerve.
Raptor 1 has an extra window open, strike team. Call it in if you need to bug out. I don't get it.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. There's been a lot of confusion about how to open the correct portals in order to upgrade the electric or fire/laser wonder weapon, or to just do the Easter egg on D Machine. And so today, I'm gonna not only break down everything you could possibly want to know about how the portals work on the map, but I'm also, maybe more importantly, gonna tell you how to open every single one. If you're just here for the electric and fire upgrades, the short answer is you need to build the ether scope, which I'll explain, and then you need to do the ghost and diary step of the Easter egg, which I'll explain, and then you need to do the password, and then you'll be able to get those portals spawned into your map. But I really recommend you stick around and listen to this whole video because you'll understand a lot better how to do all of that stuff. The first tip I want to give you, just so I can get this out of the way, is that the portals are actually always indicated on your map. So if you're ever lost and confused about where your portal's gone, then just look at the map and it will be indicated by a star icon on there. The first portal that will always spawn into your game will be the one in the position of the Pack-a-Punch machine. That's the first anomaly that you're going to use to get to the Dark Ether, and the game's going to require you to grab a machine part while you're in the Dark Ether and bring it back and forge the machine. If you spend too long in the Dark Ether and you don't forge the machine, you'll get kicked back to the normal world, and you'll have to get 25 kills in order to reopen the portal in the same place it was originally and try again to forge the machine using that machine part. This is going to be a theme that we're going to see happen later in the video as well. 25 kills to reopen a portal when you fail an objective. When you successfully craft the machine, you'll be brought back to the real world, and you'll have a portal spawned in one of 3 locations. The first possible spawn is on top of Nocturne Totem on the roof by the Wonder Fizz machine. The second possible spawn is at the back of the pond, not to be confused with the one at the front of the pond. That's separate. We'll talk about that in a moment. This one's at the back near the quick revive machine / near the kind of ammo box back there. And the third possible spawn is inside the power switch room just next to Elemental Pop. These 3 portals are all tied to a specific purpose, and that's crafting the Ether Scope. Now, even if you don't want to do the Easter egg in your game, you need to build the Ether Scope and do what I'm going to explain in a moment here, because otherwise you won't be able to upgrade your electric and fire upgrades for the Wonder Weapon. There are 3 parts for the Ether Scope, and they're going to spawn in a certain order, which is defined by which portal you take into the Dark Ether in order to go and look for them. To explain it a bit more simply, let me give you an example. If you forge the Pack-a-Punch machine and then the next portal that spawns in your game is the Nocturne Totem roof portal, then the first Ether Scope part is going to be underneath the stairs in the spawn area of the map. If, however, you forge the Pack-a-Punch and then use the portal at the back of the pond to travel to the Dark Ether, then your first Ether Scope part is going to be on the crash site plane. And finally, the power switch room portal is going to correspond to the part in the particle accelerator room just next to the ether tunnel on the metal stairs. That's how you know which part to go and look for first. So let's keep the example running. You've taken the Nacht portal on the roof and you've gone to the Dark Ether, and you've got your first part, which was under the stairs in spawn. Then there are 2 parts remaining, and I believe the order that those 2 spawn in is random. So you'll need to check both locations, grab your part, and then check the last remaining location where you haven't grabbed a part, and you'll have all 3 pieces of your Ether Scope. Now then, what happens if you don't grab all the parts? Let's say you grab 1 part, but you don't manage to get them all. Then, when you go back to the normal world, the portal that you previously took in will close, and it will be closed forever because you've completed the objective that was associated with that portal, and that was finding that part that you grabbed. However, one of the other 2 remaining portals that I mentioned before will now have opened, and you'll be able to go straight back and try and find those remaining parts because you picked up a part. The game sees that as a success, and so it gives you another portal so you can keep looking for those parts. However, if you go to the Dark Ether through, for example, that Nacht portal on the roof, and then you pick up no Ether Scope parts, you will then go back to the real world when the time runs out, and there'll be no portal, and you'll need to get 25 kills because, like I said before, the game sees that as a failed objective, and you need to get those 25 kills in order to reopen the portal. Once you build the Ether Scope, which can be done on the buildables bench inside the particle accelerator room, just sort of behind the Pack-a-Punch, you're going to get a new portal to spawn in at Speed Cola, and this one can be used to do the Ghost Diary step of the Easter egg, and also put you onto the password step, which is nearly where you need to be in order to do your Wonder.
Okay. It's making sense now how the portals work. I was like, man, what is going on? I do not understand. But these portals can literally spawn anywhere.
So, travel back to the Dark.
Okay. Now that Gavin understands.
Get the fuck out of here.
Man.
After 1, we'll circle back later.
Making the president proud.
Let's get stand up here. It runs. Go up here. Is it up here? No. Just got stamina up. Okay, so it's over here. Okay, cool. First, I want to pack a punch. Okay. Understanding.
Hi guys, Mr. Waffles here. There's been a lot of confusion about how to open the correct portals in order to upgrade the electric or fire/laser wonder weapon only break. I'm also just then you need and because so I can get lost and confused about there. The first anomaly that you're going to back to place it is going to be a theme that we're going to objective. When you successfully craft the machine, you'll be brought back to the real world and you'll have a portal spawned in one of 3 locations. The first possible spawn is on top of Nocturne Totem on the roof by the Wonder Fizz machine. The second possible spawn is at the back of the pond, not to be confused with the one at the front of the pond. That's separate. We'll talk about that in a moment. This one's at the back near the quick revive machine / near the kind of ammo box back there. And the third possible spawn is inside the power switch room just next to Elemental Pop. These 3 portals are all tied to a specific purpose, and that's crafting the ether scope. Now, even if you don't want to do the Easter egg in your game, you need to upgrade your electric and fire upgrades for the Wonder Weapon. There are 3 parts for the ether scope, and they're going to spawn in a certain order, which is defined by which portal you take into the Dark Ether in order to go and look for them. To explain it a bit more simply, let me give you an example. If you forge the Pack-a-Punch machine and then the next portal that spawns in your game is the Nocturne Totem roof portal, then the first ether scope part is going to be underneath the stairs in the spawn area of the map. If, however, you forge the Pack-a-Punch and then use the portal at the back of the pond to travel to the Dark Ether, then your first ether scope part is going to be on the crash side. ether via one of those anomalies, and now look for the 3 parts I'm about to show you for the ether scope. These will be pick-upable in a certain order. You need to run to each location and check it, and if it's not there, you just need to run to another location because it will have spawned in there first. It's basically in a sequence. So the first I'm going to show you in my game, but it might be the second or third that you need to pick up in your game, is going to be on this plane.
Looks like our strike team ordered device.
On the scanning device, I imagine N-Station created it so they could record data from the other dimension.
Oh, was it too difficult?
It's our lucky day, strike team. We have new orders from the director. We are to shut down the dimensional breach in an effort to contain the spread. Suggestions?
If you wish to achieve absolute separation between dimensions, you'll have to shut down the Atom Smasher.
Wing just here. The second that I'm going to be showing you is in the spawn area of the map underneath the concrete stairs outside Nachtaran Toten. And the third one is down in the particle accelerator room, also known as the Pack-a-Punch room, on the stairs or kind of on the metal bit just here. Pick those up and then craft the ether scope at the buildables bench in the particle accelerator room. By this point, you've probably been kicked back out into the normal world. That's a good thing because you're going to need to return to the dark ether again now, this time via a specific portal. There should be a newly spawned portal in the speed cola room, also known as the med bay. Take that portal back to the dark ether, and when you're in there, and by the way, I hope you've picked up your ether scope already from the table where you crafted it before, head into the little viewing room on the side of the speed cola med bay area, and you should see a diary on a table outlined in yellow that you can pick up. Grab it and then run back down to the center of the room, and as you do so, you might start hearing anomaly detected. This is a sign that there is a ghost present nearby, but you need to find where he is, and so you're going to run around the room and look. Mine is just here, as you can see, and when I get near it, it's going to give me the chance to spawn the ghost in because there'll be a blue ball that appears. Hold square on the blue ball, the ghost will appear. You're going to give that ghost the
I'd imagine that computer stores useful information, assuming you can access it.
Anomaly detected. Processing.
Director of Project N-Station, 19th of March 1944. Dr. Kurtz and I continue our study of the men so grotesquely transformed by the cyclotron accident. We have confirmed an exotic element contaminated their bodies, necrotizing the flesh and shutting down essential metabolic functions, while somehow maintaining a semblance of life in them. Our hope is to modify a radiation scrubber and heal the poor wretches, but they will not be willing patients, so we will need a chamber of sorts. This may take some time.
diary, okay? This is one of 3 ghosts. We're going to do this 2 more times. The next ghost I recommend you do is in the trials room, so run over and, like I said before, listen for the anomaly detected sound, look for the blue ball that will allow you to spawn the ghost in, spawn in the ghost, and then give him the diary for the 2nd time. The 3rd and final ghost is on the Aetherscope workbench. He should be right in front of it in
Anomaly detected. Anomaly detected.
Where was he?
Anomaly detected. Processing.
Vocal
Come on, you stupid headset.
3rd of April 1944. After a great deal of trial and error, the decontamination chamber is complete. Kurtz unfortunately referred to it as
in the particle accelerator room, or sort of thereabouts at least, so listen for the sound, spawn it in when you find the blue ball, and then
Der Wechsler. And I'm afraid the nickname stuck. To be clear, we are not trying to change these men so much as restore them. The initial results are encouraging, slightly. Removing exo-elemental contamination from their brains improved some higher functions and reduced their violent outbursts. But these men are far from restored. Medical trials will continue.
I'll admit, I got lucky there.
Stuck.
It is troubling, Weaver. Omega Group coming here and reactivating the Atom Smasher.
The Soviets buried this in 45. So what changed? Omega Group must have had a damn good reason to open it back up.
Anomaly detected. Anomaly detect process.
Ulrich Vogel, PhD, 22nd of August, 1944. He took losing Normandy.
What would be next?
then give the ghost the diary. You should be able to do this all in one ether teleport, but if you don't, you're going to need to go back through the speed cola portal like you did originally in order to do this. With the 3 ghosts getting their diaries, you can go back to the normal world and go back to the medbay viewing room that I mentioned previously, where you picked up the diary, and in there, you should be able to interact with the computer and input a password, which is actually written on the desk just to your right. The big chamber in front of you should start glowing blue, and this is a sign that you're ready for the part of this Easter egg that requires you to have the wonder weapon and to have finished all its elemental upgrades. So
Okay, cool.
Who finally gets a Fuhrer's attention. Now, at last, he wants to weaponize our findings here at End Station. It was an idea that occurred to me the moment I first conceived of the Wexler. If we can restore the minds of our necrotized soldiers, even just to follow simple commands, we could unleash an undead army on both fronts. Just imagine each brave German who falls in battle rising back up to protect the fatherland. It gives me joy to picture the enemy running in terror from men who cannot die.
Sound that complete the step.
Password received. Initializing the Veshla. Warning. Initialization interrupted. Power required.
Okay. So
Now there's something you don't see in your average evil Nazi secret bunker.
When I was stationed here, we had a similar chamber in case of radiation exposure. It appears the device has been extensively modified to restore brain functionality to the living dead.
I've never noticed this. All the times I've played this map, I never noticed this big red thing. And there's a blue thing way over here. Interesting. Okay. Now it's
I'm going to explain how to do all of those now. If you know how to do those early, kill his key here, front group, the time or the next round or something like that when you've got more zombies to kill. Simply hold square on that crack in the wall once again and give it another go. Now that that little Easter egg is done, we can start on the actual elemental upgrades themselves. Let's begin. First of all, the electric upgrade. With your newly acquired base level wonder weapon, you need to return to the Dark Ether, and to do this we're going to be using, and I recommend here, the portal in the particle accelerator room. Once you've held square on that portal and teleported back to the Dark Ether, run upstairs into the outside area. We're going to be looking for 3 yellow crystals, and we're going to need to suck those crystals with the wonder weapon, and as such, if it's got full ammo, you're going to need to fire the wonder weapon once just so you have the ability to suck. Your 3 crystal spawns are as follows. 1 crystal is on the roof of Nacht, just here on the side, as you can see. Another crystal is going to be found in the kind of pond area where the quick revive machine is, and it's just here, as you can see. And the 3rd crystal is going to be the one that I'm showing you in the gameplay here. Now, with the wonder weapon, you're going to hold down your left trigger and suck one of the crystals, and you should find that you absorb its yellow essence, and it kind of glows on the end of your gun. Do not shoot your gun now. Instead, run all the way back to the particle accelerator room. If, while you're doing this, you return to the normal world instead of the Dark Ether, that's not a problem, don't worry. You'll still have the yellow glow on your gun as long as you don't shoot it. Run over to the box that I'm showing you just here, and shoot it with that yellow energy. You've then simply got to do this for both of the other crystals. So return to the Dark Ether via the portal in the particle accelerator room. Once it's come back, of course, it's not going to be there straight away. You'll have another
25 kills to do. Yeah. Okay, sweet.
Another portal in the room. Crystal, shoot it as long as the normal essence on your left. 3rd crystal, revived machine, as you can see. Another crystal is going to be found on the roof of the if it's got, and we're going upstairs into the outside. Once you've held square on that portal and teleported back to the Dark Ether, run upstairs into the outside area. We're going to be looking for 3 yellow crystals, and we're going to need to suck. those crystals with the wonder weapon, and as such, if it's got full ammo, you're going to need to fire the wonder weapon once just so you have the ability to suck. Your 3 crystal spawns are as follows. 1 crystal is on the roof of Nacht, just here on the side, as you can see. Another crystal is going to be found in the kind of pond area where the quick revive machine is.
Okay, so on the second one, I'm going to go this direction. Going this way. Somewhere in here is my thing. And then for my third one, when I run out, I need to pop it. Each time I need to go back. That's far. See if we can do this. How you doing? That worked. Next one. Excuse me. Okay. That worked. Okay, now let's go all the way up and all the way down. Come on, baby. Oh my gosh, I got it. Yeehaw!
Electrobolt ammo. I suspect your enemies may find it shocking.
Dude, let's go.
Please do not confuse that
My
for
first
an
one
attempt
ever
at
got.
humor.
Easy peasy. Not too bad, not too shabby. I suppose I'm supposed to be shooting this one with a specific color. Oh, dead. Look at what table I have! Okay.
And it's just here, as you can see. And the third crystal is going to be the one that I'm showing you in the gameplay here. Now, with the wonder weapon, you're going to hold down your left trigger and suck one of the crystals, and you should find that you absorb its yellow essence and it kind of glows on the end of your gun. Do not shoot your gun now. Instead, run all the way back to the particle accelerator room. If, while you're doing this, you return to the normal world instead of the dark ether, that's not a problem, don't worry. You'll still have the yellow glow on your gun as long as you don't shoot it. Run over to the box that I'm showing you just here and shoot it with that yellow energy. You've then simply got to do this for both of the other crystals. So return to the Dark Ether via the portal in the particle accelerator room. Once it's come back, of course, it's not going to be there straight away. You'll have another portal in the pond area, but you'll need to use that and then wait for your portal in the particle accelerator to come back. But once it's back, use that particle accelerator portal.
How can you enjoy YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram video and audio on the go?
Go to your next chosen crystal, get the yellow energy sucked up, and then run back to the box and blast it. When you've done this with your third and final crystal, the box will open and you'll be able to activate your Electro Bolt ammo type for your wonder weapon. Second on our list is the gas upgrade. Go to the top floor of Nacht, the roof, and you should see a yellow canister just out of reach. You're going to use the suck feature of the wonder weapon. So if you've got full ammo in it, then you need to shoot a shot so that you're able to suck with your left trigger, and then simply do as I'm doing here, stand where I'm standing.
Where is that? Oh.
Standing, aim at the yellow canister and suck it, and it should fly right over to you and you'll be able to pick it up. Make sure you don't get confused and grab intel here, by the way. You want to make sure you're grabbing the canister. We're going to bring that canister to where Deadshot Daiquiri is on the map, so follow me as I'm going in the gameplay here, and you should see on the wall just ahead of you, there is a spot where you can place the canister down. You then need to fill it up with the gas from dead plague hounds, so easiest way to do this is just to wait for a plague hound round and then bring a plague hound down there and kill it right in front of the canister, right there. And if you do that once or twice, you should find that the gas gets sucked up and the canister is filled. Pick the canister back up and run over to this box that I'm showing you in the crash site area of the map. It's got vines all over it. You're going to place the canister on top of that box and then shoot the canister. It should explode and get rid of the vines, and you'll then be able to open the box up, and inside you'll find your upgrade for the Nova 5 variant of ammo for your wonder weapon. Third on our list is the fire upgrade, or laser upgrade.
Let's see. Let's just get some. Hopefully. Bro, let's go. Let's get it.
It's me, their souls.
I'm the papa.
Appears to have captured gaseous residue emitted by the contaminated hound.
That was pretty easy.
Max ammo.
Fortunately for us, unlike Nova 6, it is not fatal to humans, but should still prove effective on your enemies.
Let's just try to run this round, maybe. Dude, why does this keep happening to my headset? I'm about to get really pissed off.
Sure, jump right in. You deserve that.
Oh, well, I can pack a punch again. Okay.
Go to the crash site on the map and look inside the cockpit of the plane. You should see a metal box, and you're going to want to shoot that with a bullet-based gun typically, and you should see the top of it flip open. You then need to go to the Dark Ether. Specifically, we need to use the Dark Ether portal near Quick Revive. Go to the Dark Ether and run over to that fuse box that we just shot. You'll find that now the cockpit of the plane is actually flying in the air, and the box is exposed, ready for you to pick up a fuse from inside it. The next step's going to require us to head back to the Dark Ether again, so a bit later in your game when your portal's back, you can go right through it, and you're going to need to head over to the Deadshot Daiquiri machine this time. As you can see in the gameplay here, near Deadshot Daiquiri there is a box which you can use your fuse on, so go over to it and hold square. Your last thing to do now then is to run over to that same box that we just basically lasered with that fuse, which is now going to be in a different place on the bed of a truck in front of the pond area, swamp area where Quick Revive is. Mantle or jump onto the truck bed, hold square on the box.
Okay. There's the one by Quick Revive. It's the same one.
and you'll unlock your area which is now over your fuse time. As you can see in the gameplay, right through it and to the Dark Ether again, pick up a fuse from inside it. The next step's going to require us to head back to the Dark Ether again, so from is that run over. Specifically, we need to use the Dark Ether portal near Quick Revive. Go to the Dark Ether and run over to that fuse box that we just shot. You'll find that now the cockpit of the plane is actually flying in the air and the box is exposed, ready for you to pick up a fuse from inside it. The next step's going to require us to head back to the Dark Ether again, so a bit later in your game when your portal's back you can go right through it and you're going to need to head over to the Deadshot Daiquiri machine this time. As you can see in the gameplay, here near Deadshot Daiquiri there is a box which you can use your fuse on, so go over to it and hold square. Your last thing to do now then is to run over to that same box that we just basically lasered with that fuse, which is now going to be in a different place on the bed of a truck in front of the pond area, swamp area where
I have heard talk of this ammo. I seem to recall it being described as... that's right. A great ball of fire.
Really? You know.
Quick Revive is. Mantle or jump onto the truck bed, hold square on the box, and you'll unlock your new alternate ammo type for your wonder weapon. Fourth and final one on our list today is the ice upgrade. With your base unupgraded wonder weapon, head to the top of Nacht and shoot the wooden box that I am shooting here. The box will break. And drop a flask which will be on the floor below where the box was, so you can run over there and just hold square to pick that up. We're then going to need a megaton zombie to spawn in, also known as the Chungus. You may need to go a round or two, you may even need to go several rounds, but you're going to want to wait until a Chungus has spawned in, and when there is a Chungus among us, he needs to shoot the fungus. And what I mean by that is there's some mushroomy fungus growing on a tree in the kind of crash site slash swampy pond area of the map. It's this tree right here. You need to stand really near that fungus so that the Chungus shoots you and hits the fungus, and that will cause it to start glowing purple, and you should get an audio cue when you've done it correctly. You can then place the flask down just underneath the fungus, and you then just need to wait like a minute or two, and if after that time it's still not ready to be picked back up, then I'd suggest coming back the next round. But once your waiting time is over, you can run back over to it, pick up the flask, and bring it with its newly acquired blue liquid.
Is there like... There's not one. Okay.
American know-how wins every time. Woo! I wish Woods could see me now.
Ah!
Kiss the ground. Always aim for the skull. That's what you call a twofer.
Team, we got an extraction window.
How to be dead in one easy lesson. That took a load off your shoulders. Don't expect me to play taps. Enemy down.
Exfil window expired.
One big guy spawn. I need a big guy to spawn. That's where I'm at right now. If I knew about this earlier, I would have done it earlier.
I got plenty of targets. I'm just stringing the kills together. Timed it perfectly.
Come on. The more later it gets, the more harder it gets. The more harder it gets, the more harder the boss fight will be.
Bring it on, I can take it. That did the trick.
Oh my gosh, please, oh my god, give me that time. Please. Ouch.
Lost your head, didn't you? You tried to fuck with my world. You failed.
Finally. Come on, big guy, come over here. Get your ass over here now.
Go to bed. Not any dinner. Can't confirm.
The trees to be liquid nitrogen.
Whoa.
Woo, I'm just getting started. That's right, sit down.
Liquid down to the box that you can find in this area of the map near the speed cola machine.
Good. The cryo-emitter ammo. I think it will prove quite effective for containing your adversaries.
Right, let's leave the one.
I'll admit, I got lucky there. Time of death, about 2 seconds ago. That's a winner. Next.
All right, do lock this run, I think. Hopefully.
Proceeding with initialization.
Now what?
Simply pour the liquid onto it and it will freeze the chains on there and you'll get your final upgrade, the ice upgrade. With all the elemental upgrades complete, you're going to need to go back to that blue canister in the medbay room that we activated before and shoot the colored corners of that canister that correspond to the elemental upgrades.
Okay.
So one of those corners is kind of slightly browny red. That's going to be the laser/fire upgrade. You need to just put that upgrade on your gun and then fire it at the end of the canister like I'm doing in the gameplay here. You'll know you're doing it right because each corner will fold up when you shoot it with the correct ammo type. The same goes for the other three colors. Match the color of the upgrade to the color on the end of the canister, and when you've shot each corner with its corresponding ammo type, you'll have completed this step. You'll then see a red case light up on the outside of the viewing room, and this portal will spawn in. You need to take that portal and return to that red box I just showed you. It's gonna have a ghosty boy that you can spawn in outside it, so go over to that, hold square, and you'll get a little cutscene. It'll end, return you to the normal world, and you'll be able to pick up a wrench where those guys were just talking. It'll be on the floor. Bring the the wrench up to the spawn area of the map and use it multiple times on the side of the tank, as you can see I'm doing here. Then a zombie will pop out of the top. You need to kill that zombie and then use an explosive on the top of the tank in order to get the tank to fire. I'm doing it in my gameplay here with C4. Semtex is also what most people prefer to do it with. You can craft these if you need to at the craft station that is in the spawn as well. Run to the crash site and grab the gold. These if you doing it in that zombie of the tank. It'll be see would you. This portal will spawn in. You need to take that portal and return it up on the outside of the viewing room, and this portal will spawn in. You need to take that portal and return to that red box I just showed you. It's gonna have a ghosty.
Warning. Additional event. Decontamination not found.
Wait a minute, wait. If we can restore brain functionality, and stay with me here, to the correct subject, that subject could then help us deactivate the accelerator.
That is quite the long shot, Viva. While theoretically that could work, is that not a Byzantine approach to solve?
Anomaly detect processing.
Are you certain no one saw us come down here?
Lazarev and his people have gone into Poznan. Just make sure no one else approaches. Trust me, no one knows we helped ourselves. Whatever this is.
You know perfectly well what it is. Gold. Now for both of us to buy a nice dacha in the country.
I do not know why they needed gold for a big fish tank, but...
boy that you can spawn in outside it, so go over to that, hold square, and you'll get a little cutscene. It'll end, return you to the normal world, and you'll be able to pick up a wrench where the...
At least this is to take out.
That is no aquarium, Kalashnik. Look more like a gas chamber. Fucking Nazis.
Whole place stinks of death, Dmitriev. But you and I will be rich long after bad smell fades away.
Apparently I gotta use it on the tank. Okay? This Easter egg is a little too easy for my liking.
Semtex out!
I think that worked.
Those guys were just talking. It'll be on the floor. Bring the wrench up to the spawn area of the map and use it multiple times on the side of the tank, as you can see I'm doing here. Then a zombie will pop out of the top. You need to kill that zombie and then use an explosive on the top of the tank in order to get the tank to fire. I'm doing it in my gameplay here with C4. Semtex is also what most people prefer to do it with. You can craft these if you need to at the craft station that is in the spawn as well. Run to the crash site and grab the gold ball that was just knocked onto the ground out of a tree by that tank shot, and then run with that gold ball.
Where is it?
ball back to the red case that opened up just a few moments ago. Split a megaton and feed each of its halves into the canister one at a time. When you have fed in 2 halves, your team will need to go up to the viewing deck in the medbay and you'll activate the computer to fuse those halves back together. This will end with the newly fused zombie breaking out of its cage and actually running off, and we're now very, very close to the end of the Easter egg, so it's at this point that you're going to want to get set up with everything you need. Your perks, your armor, your pack-a-punch. Also make...
We got plenty of subjects. Ideas?
This entire idea is already beyond the pale. I wouldn't even know where to begin with a recommendation.
Exfil window available.
Come on, you bastards. Let's get this over with.
Sentry turret ready to deploy.
I need Megaton.
Window expired. They'll circle back.
That took your head clean off. You tried to fuck with my world. You failed. Another screamer silence.
Stuck.
I'm not gonna lie, this Easter is kind of boring as crap, but we're getting it done. We're getting it. Really waiting on a freaking thing again. Fun. I mean, next time when I do the Easter eggs, big guy. Come here.
Hell hath no fury like a monkey scorn. What a miss that big guy. That's your cue, monkey. Knock him dead.
Commencing primary function. Decontamination in progress.
Yep, there went. Stupid piece of junk.
Make sure that if you can afford it, you buy yourself like a firebow or some similar thing, because that's really useful for taking out some of the stuff in the boss fight. And I stress, if you can get multiple teammates with the wonder weapon here and get upgrades on those, I highly recommend it. In my opinion, the two best upgrades to use are the electric upgrade and the fire upgrade. They are my favorites by far, and the ray gun obviously is really good too, but if you can bring the wonder weapon in, definitely do in my opinion, because it's just so useful. Then when your team is ready for the fight, go into Nocturne Totem and look for the newly spawned in anomaly. Activate it, travel to the Dark Ether, and run around looking for an anomaly detected signal just like you saw before with the blue ghosty boys. This is where my one spawned in the corner. You're going to spawn in a ghost of Orlov, and he's going to talk for a little while. Just to make things easier for myself, I'm going to run around outside while he does his chatting, and then as that ends, he is going to drop a picture of his family, which should drop onto the floor and is our token into the boss fight. That is how you start the boss fight, so you obviously need to be well prepared here. Now, if he finishes his little cutscene, he finishes talking, he drops the card, and then you go back to the normal world, and there is no picture on the floor, you need to reactivate this again. So go to the next round, fight through a load more zombies, activate that ether portal once more, go over to the blue ghosty boy, activate him, hear his spiel one more time, and then he should drop it onto the floor and you'll be able to pick it up and actually grab it. It's a bit buggy. Triarch Easter eggs just have built-in nonsense sometimes, and we just have to try and get around it as best we can as players. So you're in the boss fight now. You've got your wonder weapons. Hopefully they're going to be really, really useful. We're going to be protecting Orlov while he fiddles with some computers. He'll start towards the Pack-a-Punch and then run to different spots around the room. You need to go crazy on all of the megatons, dogs, and zombies spawning in that are going to be trying to attack him, and you also can get ammo back here really easily by killing megatons with your wonder weapon. That's a really good pro tip for if you're struggling with ammo and things.
a noble effort, though.
This isn't over. Get after him, now!
I don't plan on leaving any of you alive. Threat neutralized.
Anomaly detected.
Condition critical. Send a medic.
Jeez! Oh, I'm trapped. Get out of here. Bye-bye.
Faces are familiar to me. I knew them once.
Sentry turrets online.
Years past. They were my savior, my family. I came here to this cursed land to do a job. And Mega, they had me. Net, they made me turn on this machine of the damned. It caused horrible things. I caused horrible things. And Mega Group, they have big plans. You are here to stop them. I will help you. We will shut off this infernal machine. Close the gateway. It will be the first step. I will repair the damage I have done.
I must confess, Weaver, I did not believe this would work. I commend your out-of-box thinking.
Deactivate the accelerator's priority 1, strike team. Nothing can do it. Buy the time.
Things are heating up now.
me something to shoot. Give me something to shoot at. That was so dumb. Did I really just die in the boss fight? Alright, well. I streamed for nearly 2 hours here. I'm kind of tired, but I'll see you guys in the next one, okay? Peace out. We'll probably go again here in a little bit. Yeah, I just need a little break. But if I did that correctly, I could do that so much easier. Like if I shoot that box early or something else that needs ether stuff, I could have done that a lot easier. But anyway, I